Good morning. Welcome to the University of Pennsylvania Graduate School of Education 2017 Commencement Ceremony. Please stand for the faculty processional. Please remain standing for the student processional. We are ready. Come in, please. Hurry up. Please be seated.
Good morning. On behalf of the University of Pennsylvania and the Penn Graduate School of Education, I'm delighted to welcome you to our 2017 graduation ceremony. We may have rain, but we also have a lot of joy in this room. And it's a joyful day made possible by all of your hard work. Take a moment to savor this feeling and to take pride in your accomplishments. You've earned it. A journey like this, however, is never accomplished alone. For all the support that you've given, will the families and friends of our graduates please stand and be recognized. To our graduates and their parents, spouses, partners, children, family, and friends, congratulations. You came to Penn GSE because you wanted to make a difference through education. You might not yet have known the challenges you wanted to tackle or how you would go about it, but that desire is part of what drove your research, powered your class discussions, and carried you through field work. You will walk across this stage in a few minutes with the knowledge and skills to put those desires to work. As you leave GSE, I urge you to bring intention, confidence, courage, and compassion to your work. Our country will be facing many critical choices about the future of education in the years ahead. Be clear about the change you want to make in the world and work towards it with singularity of purpose. With that clarity, be confident. You have developed the knowledge and expertise to do great things, and you have a network of colleagues to consult with when you have questions, which you inevitably will. Whatever challenge you decide to take up, have the courage to withstand obstacles and to exercise what Paulo Freire called a radical patience. Finally, pursue your work with compassion. The world is a challenging place right now for so many families and children. So cultivate compassion and with it, a respect for the inherent dignity of every person. As you move ahead with intention and confidence, courage and compassion, we can't wait to see the great things you will accomplish. Be sure to stay connected to your classmates and faculty. Bring back your wisdom, your questions, tell us your stories of what you've learned, and connect us to your new worlds. Our speaker today epitomizes many of the qualities I just mentioned. Dr. Robert Paris Moses is a key figure in the ongoing struggle for civil rights in this country. He has pursued his mission of equalizing educational opportunity with clarity of purpose, with courage, and with conviction. The first time Moses traveled to the South in 1960, he was on leave from his teaching job in New York City. He became the leading organizer for the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, SNCC, in Mississippi. As part of that work, he established freedom schools to teach literacy skills and constitutional rights. As he told an interviewer, the Freedom School teacher is, in fact, to be present not simply to teach, but rather to learn with the students. His student-centered approach to learning and teaching is still something we are working towards today. Bob Moses led by example, saying he would not ask a person to take a risk he would not. In Parting the Waters, a sweeping history of the civil rights movement, Taylor Branch described Moses accompanying two black men to the courthouse in Liberty, Mississippi in August 1961 to register to vote, when three white men, including the cousin and son of the sheriff, stopped them on the sidewalk. When they discovered that Moses was headed to the registrar, they attacked him and left him bleeding. But this did not deter Bob Moses, who said to his two companions, "We've got to go on to the registrar. We can't let something like this stop us. That's the whole point." The struggle against segregation would continue through the decade across the South, but the clarity, confidence, and courage of Bob Moses and the men and women with whom he worked helped change our country for the better. I also deeply appreciate the fact that Bob Moses has never stopped teaching. He was one of the first to recognize that changing technology would put a premium on mathematics education. He saw that those who didn't receive quality math instruction, most often children of color and children of poor families, would be shut out of jobs and careers. In 1982, using money from a MacArthur Foundation fellowship, he founded the Algebra Project to make math relevant to students. Since then, he has worked closely with teachers across the country for more than 3 decades. Between 1983 and 2016, he has co-taught with teachers or taught middle and high school mathematics classes in Cambridge, Massachusetts, Jackson, Mississippi, Miami, and Atlanta. He has also led national teacher workshops, including one with Deborah Ball's Secondary Math Lab. The Algebra Project continues to work in and beyond the classroom in 20 states. Moses has successfully created allies at the highest levels of the education profession who can assist those on the ground to enable students who have performed in the lowest quartile on standardized exams to graduate from high school on time and be ready to take college mathematics. The project furthers the student-centered approach with an emphasis on the dignity of every person that Moses has championed throughout his life. During his academic career, Dr. Moses' appointments have included adjunct lecturer at the NYU School of Law, the Frank Rhodes Class of '56 professor at Cornell University, and distinguished visitor for Princeton Center of African American Studies. And on Monday, he'll be receiving an honorary degree from the University of Pennsylvania. I can't think of a better person to address you as you begin the work of creating a more just and equitable world through education. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Robert Paris Moses.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Dean Grossman, and everybody. I'm really glad to be here. So we're going to start with the preamble, and everybody, I want you to say it after me, okay? You up for that? All right. We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. So who are the constitutional people in our nation? 230 years ago, in 1787, it was white men who owned property. Charles Stuart owned 9-year-old Somerset. But when he took him to England, a 29-year-old Somerset decided to own himself and fled into England's stream of insurgent runaway slaves. Captured, he was brought to trial. On June 22, 1772, the clerk called the case James Somerset, a Negro, on habeas corpus. Lord Mansfield, bewigged, the Chief Justice of the oldest and highest court in England, mounted the bench and delivered his judgment. The state of slavery is of such a nature that it is incapable of being introduced on any reasons, moral or political. It's so odious that nothing can be suffered to support it but positive law. Whatever inconveniences, therefore, may follow from the decision, I cannot say this case is allowed or approved by the law of England, and therefore the black must be discharged. Lord Mansfield's decision reverberated across the Atlantic into the 1787 Constitution, which harbors a Somerset Clause. Article 4, Section 2, Paragraph 3. No person held in service or labor in one state under the laws thereof, escaping into another shall, in consequence of any law or regulation therein, be discharged from such service or labor, but shall be delivered up on claim of the party to whom such service or labor is due. When Kingman Brewster died, it fell to Sam Chauncey to design his burial site at the Grove Street Cemetery, where all presidents of Yale rest. Sam slung a low black marble wall around the grave site and chiseled into it a passage that embodied Kingman's dedication to the promise of opportunity for all. The presumption of innocence is not just a legal concept. In common sense terms, it depends on that generosity of spirit that sees the best, not the worst, in the stranger. The 1787 Constitution afforded constitutional status to two sets of undocumented people. On the one hand, constitutional people, European white men, via the preamble. And on the other hand, constitutional property, strangers, African boys and girls, men and women, via the Somerset Clause. Kingman Brewster's distinction between common sense and legal doctrine parallels Lord Mansfield's distinction between human rights that flow from our common humanity and legal rights embedded in constitutional law. The distinction between the thrust of the preamble and the Somerset Clause. Now fast forward 2 centuries from 1787 to 1987 and the Algebra Project, which gave birth to the Young People's Project. Young people in their 20s and teens who aspire to establish a 21st century math literacy standard. But then reflect that the nation's most central, initial, aspirational young people's project was certainly the Somerset insurgents. Young Africans in their teens and 20s aspiring to change their constitutional status from that of the Somerset Clause to that of the preamble, from constitutional property to constitutional people. The Somerset insurgents, those who escaped and those who stayed and struggled, joined Native Americans, Western Pennsylvania banditti, international smugglers, undocumented immigrants, and dissident citizens to trouble the preamble's waters for 3/4 of a century, until by 1863, a preamble war fought to expand the reach of we the people rang the curtain down on the Somerset Clause, Africans as constitutional property, and closed the nation's first constitutional era. Exactly 1 century later, in February 1963, a 20-year-old SNCC field secretary, Jimmy Travis, driving from Greenwood to Greenville, caught in his neck 2 of the bullets raining down on the SNCC Chevy. As Jimmy slumped, I reached over, grabbed the wheel, hit the brakes, and steered into the ditch. Local terrorists had staked out the SNCC voter registration office in Greenwood and grease-gunned us on Highway 82. Somerset insurgent descendants, African Americans this time around, initiated and sustained a sit-in movement, took it into Mississippi with freedom rides, then settled via SNCC to organize voter registration across the Black Belt. We the people? Asked Patrick Henry at the Virginia Convention to ratify the new Constitution in 1788. Sir, give me leave to demand, what right had they to say, we the people? Who authorized them to speak the language of we the people instead of we the states? If the states be not the agents of this compact, it must be one great consolidated national government of the people of all the states. We the people do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America, a simple declarative sentence. Subject, verb, object. Subject, we the people. Verb, present tense and active, do ordain and establish. Object, this Constitution for the United States of America. SNCC field secretaries, 20th century insurgent runaways, put the preamble in play big time. Freedom riders bombed in Anniston were not thinking we the states, but we the people. We the people who ordain and establish this Constitution by this freedom ride, in defiance of the judicial, legislative, and executive branches of the federal government, in opposition to the powers of the states of Alabama and Mississippi, we enact ourselves to be constitutional people. As Einstein taught us, imagination is more important than knowledge. We will have to imagine we the people into a nation that Patrick Henry feared, one great consolidated national government of the people of all the states, a preamble nation to compete with the Confederation of States and the domination of party politics. Think about it. The preamble's verb, present tense and active, is a wake-up call for 21st century we the people, documented or not, who take this nation as their home to get their act together and enact themselves as public citizens for the common human good. Let's say it one more time. Let's say it one more time, folks. We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Just do it, people. Just do it.
Thank you. This is the first time in a long time that we have had a student speaker at commencement, which I think is very fitting. There was a time when Fatima Zaidi didn't know if she would make it to this stage. Today, she graduates with a master's in mental health counseling and serves as an example of what we can all accomplish through persistence and determination. Please join me in welcoming Fatima Zaidi, also known as Fama, this year's student speaker.
Hello, everyone. I'm a bit nervous, but I think I got this. I still remember arriving to Philadelphia in the summer of 2015. I'd taken on the massive task of traveling halfway across the world from Pakistan to fulfill my Penn dream. Reaching Philadelphia was just the first step. I was all alone in a foreign land, and my finances were still not sorted. A few weeks after I arrived, the unthinkable happened. The funding that I was promised upon did not come through. After recovering from the initial shock of realizing that my Penn dream would indeed be left unfulfilled, I gathered myself and made my way to the GSE building. I had bravely walked back to say goodbye to the faculty that I had just been introduced to announce to them that I was traveling back. The reaction I received was not what I was expecting. I was told to not pack just yet and to fight on. Thus started a 2-year-long, life-changing journey. I took one day at a time. There were moments when I broke down, and then there were instances where I picked myself up and realized that I had to keep hope and keep moving forward. From finding on-campus jobs to applying to funding bodies regularly, to staying up to date with schoolwork, I juggled various roles all at the same time. And while there were instances when I became frustrated and thought to myself, why me? I now look back and can confidently state that I am so thankful that I had that challenging trajectory. My Penn GSE experience made me realize how resilient I was, how in order to achieve my goals, I was willing to conquer the hurdles which came my way. My experience was further enriched by the engaging environment that GSE provided me. I was applauded for my hard work and recognized for my grit and determination. My supportive faculty, cohort, friends, and family back home and here shared my journey and cheered me on at every turn. With the support of all those around me, I went from the person who never thought she would be able to meet her college fee and finish her program to someone standing in front of you delivering a speech at graduation. And therefore today, I would like to leave you with two main learning aspects from these past 2 mesmerizing years at GSE. When life rejects you and leaves you publicly crying on Locust Walk because your funding crashed, you know no one around you, you have no friends and family for support near you, you still get up. When you burn out because you're juggling various part-time jobs with schoolwork and you're on a very challenging financial budget, you still get up. When your number one supporter, your grandfather, gets diagnosed with cancer and leaves you forever and you're on the other side of the world, you still get up. And when your family cannot come from Pakistan to graduation because international traveling to the States becomes unpredictable, you still get up. Secondly, my time at Penn GSE taught me the importance of acceptance. Despite all the hardships, this challenging journey became a rewarding experience because of the respect I received from all those around me for who I was. My professors and class fellows asked me to come forward and share my Pakistani, South Asian, female, Muslim perspective at GSE. At Penn GSE, I never felt the need to change my identity. Rather, my being different was not only accepted, but celebrated, allowing me to further feel confident in my abilities. Not only did such a welcoming environment enable me to flourish, in turn, I learned to respect and honor what was important to others around me. This part of my journey therefore taught me to never discriminate against anyone who might be even slightly different. Differences should be respected and applauded because our differences make us beautiful. So fellow graduates, I end with the request of inviting you all to challenge. Challenge yourself like I did, to achieve your goals, to push your limits, and to always believe. And lastly, challenge yourselves to accept. Accept all those who are the same and different, because at GSE, I learned that when you move forward in such an environment where everyone is welcome, you do not move forward alone, but everyone moves forward together. And such is the pathway of strong, successful, world-changing individuals which each and every one of you are. So thank you and congratulations and all the best for the great things that are to come your way. There is a little surprise for someone very special. Dear Lois, on behalf of GSE students, faculty, staff, and members of the larger Penn community, we would like to present you with this farewell keepsake. This gift contains well wishes from us to you, and we hope that these messages serve as a reminder of the impact you have had on GSE during your time here.
Thank you, Fama, for those inspiring words. We now present the school awards that recognize students, staff, and faculty who have been particularly notable in their achievements this year. The selection of recipients for these awards is serious and always difficult because we choose from a pool of excellent candidates, many of whom are deserving of the special honor for their significant accomplishments at GSE. So we're proud of all of our graduates. And today we acknowledge several recipients individually. Professor Mary Beth Gasman, the chair of the GSE Awards Committee, will now present our annual awards.
First, congratulations, everyone. It's really wonderful to see all of your faces. And I just wanted to say one thing that, I really, really love the University of Pennsylvania, and I love Penn GSE. And I'm particularly proud right now to be following our wonderful student speaker and also Mr. Bob Moses. Thank you so much for everything that you've done through your whole lifetime. Thank you. All right, so I have the easiest committee to chair at Penn GSE because I get to chair the awards committee, which is the happy committee. We don't really have to deal with any struggles or problems. We just deal with wonderful, wonderful people and trying to figure out how we can possibly narrow down to give just a few awards. So the first award today is the 2017 Excellence in Teaching Award. Each year, Penn GSE students choose one educator at the school who is deserving of the Excellence in Teaching Award. This year's award winner is Dr. Howard Stevenson. Howard is the Constance Clayton Professor of Urban Education and Director of the Racial Empowerment Collaborative. Dr. Stevenson helps students understand complex issues of racial identity. Discussing race can be intimidating for all of us sometimes. With Dr. Stevenson, when he steps into the classroom, he brings his full humanity with humor, empathy, patience, and a willingness to listen. He creates a space in which students can be vulnerable as they reflect on their experiences while they learn about how racial dynamics affect children and families, and all of us. This year, the Penn GSE community needed Dr. Stevenson's wisdom. After racist incidents made headlines on our campus and across the nation, Dr. Stevenson led several listening sessions for Penn GSE students, faculty, and staff. And if a student needed to talk more about what they were experiencing, Dr. Stevenson always found a time for them. It is my pleasure, and it's my sincere pleasure, because Howard is an absolutely wonderful colleague that we are all so proud of, to present him with the Excellence in Teaching Award. Abdul Qadir Islam, knows the power of collaboration and working across disciplines at Penn. First as a student leader, then as president of student government this year, Abdul Qadir has listened closely to the needs of his fellow students and partnered with faculty, students, and staff across the university to find solutions. With humility and warmth, Abdul Qadir has made Penn GSE a more welcoming place, enhanced the well-being, integrity, leadership among our students. His leadership of Penn GSE student government has provided our students with a myriad of opportunities for professional development, socialization, and engagement in an inclusive community. Thanks to AQ, as he is fondly known, our students have participated in activities and programs such as welcome receptions, a series for students interested in applying to doctoral programs and pursuing academic careers, a diversity film series, a trip to the National Museum of African American History and Culture, which you should all make, an end-of-the-year barbecue, and even a year-end masquerade gala celebration. GSE student government is recognized across our university as one of the most engaged student governments, one of the most productive bodies on campus, and serves as a model for other schools at Penn. Abdul Qadir was also instrumental in creating the inaugural Penn GSE class gift, raising over $5,000 so future students will be able to thank today's graduates for their generosity. It is my absolute pleasure to present the Arnold Award for Outstanding Accomplishments by a Student to Abdul Qadir Islam. All right, and the final award is the GSE Student Award for Excellence in Promoting Diversity and Inclusion. This award was established to honor a student who embodies and strives to promote one of our core values, an inclusive community. At GSE, we value the unique perspectives, differences, talents, and abilities of all members of our community. And this year, the GSE Student Award for Excellence in Promoting Diversity and Inclusion is awarded to a student who has inspired so many of us with her commitment to social justice, Ufoma Abiola. I just want you all to know that I don't vote on the awards committee, and I'm saying that because Ufoma is my doctoral student, okay? Ufoma saw a need at Penn GSE and stepped forward to fulfill it. As a first-year doctoral student, she founded We Support Diversity of Mind, Wisdom, which you can see on her sash, in 2012. Since then, Wisdom has provided a safe space for students of color and their allies to socialize, network, and engage with one another, with faculty and alumni. Ufoma created such events as the Faculty of Color and Students of Color dinners, the annual postgraduate mixer, an MLK Day of Service event, and a holiday toy drive. Ufoma built Wisdom into a strong organization which will endure, strengthening the Penn GSE community. It is my honor and privilege to award Ufoma the GSE Student Award for Excellence in Promoting Diversity and Inclusion. Thank you, everyone.
Lois, can you come up to the stage for a minute? Lois scripts graduation, but she didn't script this part. For the past 24 years, Lois McNamara has helped Penn GSE feel like home for thousands of students by supporting new clubs, creating diversity and inclusion initiatives, and promoting opportunities for personal and professional growth for our students. In her honor, we are renaming the award, recognizing a Penn GSE staffer for their work with students as the Lois McNamara Award for outstanding service to students. This award will keep your legacy of commitment, service, and concern for students alive and well at GSE. Thank you for everything you've done. And now back to the script. It's time for the doctoral hooding and conferral of the doctoral degrees.
Will the students being hooded by Professor Armacost please approach the stage? Paul Lowell Haynes. Michelle Top. Will the doctoral students being hooded by Professor Ben Parath please approach the stage? Gideon Dishon. Richard Donald Cooter. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Baruch please approach the stage? Jessica Lena Chow. Will the doctoral students being hooded by Professor Campano please approach the stage? Dawn Elizabeth Hayes. Gregory John Lasheen. Okay. Alicia Rebecca Rusoha. Ron. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Rust please approach the stage? Sunday Merche Riggins. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor De Flaminis please approach the stage? Francesco Javier Larraín Rios. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Desimone please approach the stage? Leslie Marie Hutchinson. Will the doctoral students being hooded by Professor Eckel please approach the stage? Paula Therese Langteau. Kimberly Ann Sluice. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Einon please approach the stage? Michael Brennan. Will the doctoral students being hooded by Professor Finney please approach the stage? Simeon Braxton. Thomas Albert Klein. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Flores please approach the stage? Gita Aneja. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Garland please approach the stage? Jamil Christine Noctalan Ramos. Will the doctoral students being hooded by Professor Gassman please approach the stage? Andres Castro Samayoa. Ufoma Cleopatra Abiola. Gina Sofia Altieri. Delphina Blacksher Jabate. Kathleen Royer Krimmel. Paige Donovan Adelaide Wigington. Patricia Coleman Williams. Ginger Stull Hunter. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Hall please approach the stage? Julia Ann McWilliams. Will the doctoral students being hooded by Professor Harper please approach the stage? Mark Edward Christian. Stephanie Arlene Gordon. Samuel Jones. Carol Renee Kalin. Susan Marie Klusmeyer. Georgia Kazukas. Andrew Stephen Moe. Jose Barrios Ng. Will the doctoral students being hooded by Professor Hartley please approach the stage? Arian Elizabeth Hoy. Monica Paulette Smith. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Gadsden please approach the stage? He's not here. Is he here? Is Professor Jackson here? Oh, so sorry. I didn't realize you came. Savannah Tulakina Elosa Shangay Bian. Shang. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Kafai please approach the stage? Deborah Ann Ling Louie. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Kamenstein please approach the stage? Sandra Rooney. Pantelis Veladejas. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Johannick please approach the stage? Patricia Boyle. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Kaplan please approach the stage? Banitha Theodicea Nihi Ott. Ivan Romero da Silva. Will the doctoral students being hooded by Professor Karloff please approach the stage? Frank Anthony Patty. Elena Yvette Radcliffe. Will the doctoral students being hooded by Professor McKee please approach the stage? Stephen Derek Bornes. Oh, excuse me, Bournet. Excuse me. Matthew Kilgore Lippincott. Alejandro Marquez. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Nakula please approach the stage? Victor Samuel Martin, Jr. Will the doctoral students being hooded by Professor Perna please approach this stage? Seher Hamid. Erin Corbett. Stephen Herbert Gestalder. Mark Allen McCormick. Catherine Adair McManus. Lori Ann Knoll. Kelly Patricia Wilcox. John Mark Rogers. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Porter please approach the stage? Amanda Jane Scanlon. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Pochesnik please approach this stage? Ira Scott Pernick. Will the doctoral students being hooded by Professor Quinn please approach the stage? Gina A. Capoletti. Thomas Cesny. Will the doctoral students being hooded by Professor Ravitch please approach the stage? Karen Bicking. Nicole Mittenfellner Carl. Preston Burns Klein. Samuel Vincent Fragomeni. Andrew John Shara. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Remillard please approach the stage? Nancy A. Adams. Anne Elizabeth Graybeal. Paul McCormick. Will the doctoral students being hooded by Professor Rhimes please approach the stage? Sofia Chaparro Rodarte. Paul Barry Sirmuddy. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Stanley please approach the stage? Edward Joseph Gallagher III. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Stevenson please approach the stage? Joy Naomi Anderson Davis. Charlotte Elizabeth Jacobs. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Stornayo Olo please approach the stage? Veena Vasudevan. Anna Marie Corello. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Sapovitz please approach the stage? Cheryl Jackson Logan. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Thomas please approach the stage? Sharia Mosley. the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Woff please approach the stage? Bethany Silva. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Wagner please approach the stage? Nathan Matthew Castillo. Will the doctoral student being hooded by Professor Watts please approach the stage? Josephine Maria Ayacuzo Diamond. Will the doctoral students being hooded by Professor Yoon please approach the stage? Emma Jane Anderson. Ryan Patrick Kelly. Will the doctoral students being hooded by Professor Zemsky please approach the stage? Frederick Carl Axel Peter Luhausen. Linda Oubre. Casey Ann Salmatia. Okay.
Will the doctoral graduates now rise, turn, and face our guests? Please don your hats. And move the tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating our doctoral graduates of 2017. Please be seated. We will now confer the master's degrees. I speak for the entire GSE community in telling you how proud we are of your accomplishments and how honored we are to have helped you on your way toward a full and satisfying career in one of the many diverse and challenging areas of education. It is with great pleasure that I confer your degree today in recognition of your successful completion of graduate studies in education.
Will the students receiving the Master of Philosophy degrees please rise and approach the stage? Benson Ansel.
Daxi Liang.
Steve Del Turk. Julie Hang. Caitlin May Dent. Veronica Lee Darlow. Melissa Cipollini. Julia May Zambelli. Kirsten Romero. Ivernia Nicole Rhine. Samantha Martinez.
Yawen Wei. Fang Yu Luo.
Brittany Lynn Sigmund. Alexandra Regina Boucher. Caitlin Ramp. Anna Morrow. Anthony Michael Palumbi. Nicholas Michael Allen. Andrea Leslie Shamley. Elena Rochelle Blythe.
Victoria Peiwan Wong.
Chantil Elise Kennedy. Will the students receiving the Master of Science degree please approach the stage? Thomas Edward Hooks. Nadia Schaefer.
海西瑜。
Will the students receiving the Master of Science in Education please approach the stage?
Jun Shim.
Nora Fatima Nushad.
以乐章。嘉璇碧。微夏。Zui Wang。小梅王。Hyun Kim。 子惠正、杨王、新元沈、乔李、
Jonathan Brooks. Brenna Nelson Hines. Juan Diego Lopez Rodriguez. Sarah Elizabeth Murphy. Charlene Casado Garcia. Davlin Holly. Courtney Elise Brown. Brittany Megan Chan. Kim Jami Vu Win. Debbie Teo.
재은 리, 소배 박, 윤닝 왕,
Marvin Dwayne Shelton. Sydney Elise Negus. Sandra Romer Kirschen. Amanda Nicole Barton. Paige Marie Kepich.
Jenny 千英长、
Julia Carboni.
双照、李先英、柯吴、文飞王、嘉文雄、一凡高、苏경주、
Sarah Rose Gilson.
冰瑞王、曾义龙、Chu Chen、
Did I call him? No. Thomas Edward Hook, I already called him. Thomas Edward Hooks. Nadia Marie Schaefer. Okay, call his name.
司礼、资金你、
Martha Sevenson Rush. Continue.
海涛罗、资西藏、雪镜石、月照、思是、孟依然、 敬阳许、子睿刘、若曦王、安平朴、萧一刘、宇娟张、明王、天葛、邱一干、易清新、焕玉侯、嘉梦高、玉琪蔡、Cookie song, excuse me.
Darius Quarles. Jaricus Copes. Mark Allen Tabakin. Edward Lawrence Glassman. Ankur Deepak Bhatta. Christopher Paris. Sana Ahmed. Matthew David Pohl. Rachel Ann Crew. Nicole Felice Lopez. Amira Cummings.
月湖、
Hugh Trent Sawyer. Kelly Ann Mara. Carolyn Hope Sloan. Megan Maureen Kane. April Lauren Ingenito. Abdul Qadir Islam. Fatima Zaidi. Natasha Lopez.
Juhi Lee,
Bethany Holbreich. Maureen Molly Hood. Danita Baber. Rosario Casiano. LeBaron Isaac McClary. Keith Alex Sutton. Anna Christina Acosta. Kimberly Ann Johnson. Sarah Nick. Anna Rose Schumacher. James Kirk Bacon. James Harold Dodgel IV. J.C. Victor. Ari Wijenko. Ilya Brayman. Zoe Sturgis. Kimberly Greco. Kiera Lachey Ray. Ruby May Maria Kane.
晶晶赵、
Madeline Elizabeth Cohen. Joseph Spencer Welsh. Sarah Catherine Fedorko Makholt. Hillary A. Cover. Emily Aaron Dodge. Elizabeth Friedman. Victoria Horn. Marissa Douglas. Ty Taylor. Eunice Unju Ko. Nicholas Myers Grawl. Dominique Mikhail Bino Sullivan. Cassandra Quinn. Damian Morden Snipper. James Manley Lindbergh. Bo Malin Mayer.
현재 Wang,
Evan Jansen. Tyler Scott Lee Hallmark. Danielle Marie Combs.
思琪陈、帅琪张、
Timothy Soon In Tae. Paul Young. Anthony Shotwell. Joanne Elizabeth Wells. Amanda Marie Diesel. Grace Suyeon Lee. Amara Aftab. Hanura Powell. Macy Lynn Bassam. Kristen Brianna Johnson. Rebecca Steinberg. Julia McLeese Polat. Cassie Dion Cage. Tom Miro. Erin D'Amelio.
雨桐王、
Regina Palumbo. Remy Lapidus Khan. Catherine Ann Yanis. Rebecca H. Rosenberg. Lauren Frances Berry. Kathleen Elizabeth Noor. Vanessa Santana. Elizabeth Gilman Clark Eaton. Kendra Ariel Grinage. Megan Lee Gotti. Destiny McLennan. Ashley Renee Johnson. Gabriel Ione Hickman. Latoria C. Eason. Tania Latrice Irwin. Deshaun Bennett. Ian David Dees. Maya Imani Michelle Williams. Gary L. Davis. Sayani Chen Stokes. Larry Eugene McDaniel. Francis Gufan Nan. Sai Chen Stokes. Jasmine Shanta Phillips. Nelson Pham. Peter Henry Granville. Stephanie Suzanne Carroll. Liza Rangel. Joshua Trowbridge. Anna Stewart Wells. John Richard O'Donnell. Shelby Daniel Nickel. Jessica C. McGuire. Colette Marie Gilner. Sydney Rose Giller. Dana Marie Wersbicki. Nadine Beatrice Goldberg. Doyon Grace Morris. Neeraja Nayana Panchapakesan. Jacob Cullen Bunnell. Kyra Villanueva Tongchanko. Antonio David Bravo. Anthony James Medina. John Tryon Kendall.
施主 Sophia Zhang.
Natasha L. Torrance. Veronica L. Roberts. Brianna Noel Creighton. Graziella Vittoria Covello. Julianne Nicole Anasiner. Casey Lynn Dowling. Latoya Floyd. Randall Lamont Person, Jr. George Nicholas Ramirez. Aurelia May Jonathan. Tashiana S. Duclay. Emily Erin Crawford. Megan Catherine Jimenez. Melissa Erin Ragonisi. Akuchuwu Daniel Obi. Kayla Marie Cochran. Shakira Olabisi Rahim. Sarah Beth Lentrica. Michael James McKay. Anna Hope Lasala Getler. Idara Aileen Foster. Marie Lillian Morrison. Jonathan Tugman. Rebecca Bauer. Heather Marie Caudle. Mela Maria Catherine Still. Markeisha Chong. Oluwafadakemi Olalade Akidude. Ishtiak Tofik. John Phillips. Solomon Moreno Rosa. Catherine Ruffin Worth. Allison Michelle Freed. Matthew Adam Davidoff.
浩成章、
Benjamin Daniel Koshland, excuse me. Sarah Jessica Pollock. Andrea Kim. Lauren Marie Pruitt. Pianthi Pierres. Hai Un Grace Kim. Katrin Marquez. Christopher Allen DeJarnette. LeVar Clamarcus Edmonds. Sashay Sabrina Mitchell. Bintu Diallo. Gerdiana Telomar. Anshere Tainir Hines. Matthew Sean Kelly.
敬贤顾、丹青英、程淼徐、波文蔡、辛同舟、韵章、
Jacqueline Makonda Muga.
辛谢、林亨利、宜凡葛、 于琛秋、
Melanie Joy Long. Rains Bailey Taylor.
硕琛晴、舒一贤、雪玉翁、若怡章、星月毛、西李、约君牛、夏温琛、艾玛、西陈、西家章、银金、新月章、雨杰章、月王、鹿晗、玉小李、弟弟罗、仙李、坚持 do、易选马、郭璇、於气、凯琳张、
Kevin James Walden. Alice Choi. Julia Catherine Wall.
李英照、
Jesus Howie Angel Sesma. Heather Nicole Paley. Catherine Ryan. Catherine Patricia Walsh. Mary Lisa Matfeld, excuse me. Cassandra Taylor. Brittany Taylor Harmon. Joanna Kate Sakoyanis. Alicia Hefner. Rachel Levin. Akeisha Shireen McCants Green. Lisa Chong. Cassandra Oluwatoyin Agbevare. Callista Regis. Stephen Wayne McFarland. Alacia Zayas. Cheryl Amber Beverly Edmondson. Mariah Faye Mendicino. Olivia Catherine Messina. Sabrina Bianca Graham. Iman Agnes Howard. Hannah Jackson Matthews. Rachel Ann Matthews. Anna Mae Cohen Finn. Jenna Alexandra Albee. Catherine Ann Ramoser. Russell Peter Quinones. Samantha Whitney Sloan. Carson Adriana Scott. Monica Reddy Kisara. Kimberly Giselle Flores. Patricia Fox. Mercedes Elisa Broughton Garcia. Deborah Kahn. Christine Carroll. Jennifer Christie Tallarico.
Susan Lee,
Devin Elizabeth Coulter. Laura Clay. Alexis Dennis. Chloe Dean. Chloe Mann. Alexandria Robin Caudle. Tway Doc Ho. Samantha Brianne Shotwell. Sebastian Van Odenallen. Rebecca Bronstein. Cassandra Whitebread. Emily Morai. Troy Wallace Ballard. Brian Scott Melovitz. Julie Christine Nichols. Laura Angela Augusto. Miranda Schul. Jessica B. Stearman. Isabel Ray Schloss.
Tambi Esther E,
Elaine Sapphire Coach. Sophia Renda. Madeline Elizabeth Luber. Michelle Jiun Kim. Catherine Louise Collier. Suzanne Marie Moran. Jessica Emily Johnke. Rebecca Marie Rosso. Alexander William Dearana. John Daniel Taylor Baronic. Daniel Timothy Berger Lenahan. Samuel Leatherwood. Amy Smith. Hannah Murdoch Carney. Anne Rathel Pizoka. Sarah Irene Wagner. Robert Lee. Israel Francisco Pacheco Galarse. Melissa Anderson McDonald. Megan Thompson. Kia Lynn Stevens. Janine Marie Parentozzi. Hannah Casey Mistovich.
Jae-woo Lee.
Darren Friedman. Rachel Moyer. Winnie Chen. Lauren Marie Trusky. Samiksha Agrawal. Morgan Catherine Simon. Lauren Paulson. Jennifer Jang. Sharon Sue.
Yuanxi Wang. Guixia Ma. Jack Tan.
Aditi Goenka. Rahel Adunya. Andrew J. Cho Park. Shannon Elise Traurig. Lisa Jane Don Diego. Ashley Enoch Valdez Lamas.
Jingying Xue. Pingping Li.
Molly Catherine Reeves. Tess Lillian Lieberson. Mackenzie Highland Wood.
Qi Chen. Jingtao Liu. Ning Xue. Xin Li.
Barbara Martin Ellis. Christina Kim. Amy Elizabeth Brown. Gabrielle Wilkinson. Sadia Mahbub Khanzada. Rachel Boshin. Hillary Whitmer Hamilton. Margaret Hannah McCabe. Taylor Mackenzie Oskowiak. Rachel Comley. Samuel Teacha. Catherine Bridget Campbell. Sarah Adina Minkowitz. Xavier Q. Brown. Amobia A. and Chroma. Flynn Skidmore. Jennifer Grace Barbo. Anna Verslovic. Molly Kathleen Ontiveros. Doritza Adriana Francisco. Lauren Michelle Personaire. Ariane Jordan. Carly Rose Pulcinella. Tina Ashley Carunio. Julianne Covery. Marnie Jacqueline Lang. Mark Xavier Miller.
嘉令、
Marlene DeVos. Boxy Shaw. Chelsea Ann Molyneux. Alexandra Riley Shapiro. Erin Colleen O'Connor. Natalie Ann Van Curren. And last but not least, Ryan Wiley.
Will the master... Will the master's degree students remain standing? Please turn around and face your guests and move the tassels from right to the left. Join. Congratulations to the master's graduates of 2017. Please be seated. So you're all invited to attend the GSE reception at Wynn Commons. There is a tent, and we can also use Houston Hall, so we'll stay dry. And directions are in the back of your program. Congratulations to all of our 2017 graduates. It's with tremendous pleasure and pride that we wish you the very best of success and happiness in your personal and professional lives. Please rise and remain standing while the faculty leave the stadium. Graduations can join the guests upon the conclusion of this ceremony. Thank you to all of you for a wonderful ceremony.
Thank you.